Miss Janet Mock. So you were, you've written books and you were a journalist, but how was that journey of going from a journalist to writing and even now directing for TV?
Well, the journey was all the same. It's about telling the truth, right? And giving people a chance to see the humanity and the truth and the realness, as we say in our show, through storytelling. I think that what's so special about Pose and the team that Ryan Murphy has assembled, and Stephen and Brad Falchuk as well, is that they brought on people who live the experience. And so for Jay and I, and even for Stephen, as queer and trans people of color, as trans women, we bring our experiences to the show. And even though I had no experience writing for television, no experience directing at all, no ambitions of directing, to be able to be given a script that we worked so hard on with Love is the Message. Episode 6 was kind of like this calling to continue to tell even more harsher truths. And we have this great ensemble who's, most of them, never been in front of a camera before. Beyond the selfies that they took on Instagram and some YouTube singing videos. And so the show is an exhibition of the fact that despite it never being done before, that it's possible, and that if you give people a seat at the table, if you empower them to use their voices and their experiences, that is more than enough, You can learn final, draft. What's hard is knowing the experience.
Yes.
Right, to bring it to it, right? Yeah.
How do you think the show has kind of handled the HIV stigma and what has, in terms of storytelling?
Well, we wanted to be accurate to the history. So it's 1987, the show opens, and goes into 1988. And in New York City, we were in the middle of the epidemic. But one thing that I feel like we successfully did that I haven't seen before is to bring HIV positive stories to the screen where they don't drop dead by the end of the episode. It's what is it like to live with HIV? What is it like to be stigmatized with a disease that it's also moralized? So what is the human aspect of that? And through these characters, we were able to do that. I've been HIV positive for 16 years myself, and I've never seen a story where it's not just about the struggle, but it's about the choice to live, and it's about the choice to go against the grain of society and say, I am going to thrive, I am going to come out on top, and I'm going to create family, I'm going to love, I'm going to be fabulous, I'm going to be fierce. And I think that's what we did with the show.
You guys are currently in production on season 2 of Pose, and we have learned that the second season the first episode takes place when Madonna's Vogue is released. Is that correct?
1990.
1990. So what else can we expect from season 2 of Pose?
We will be leaning into ACT UP, which was omnipresent in New York in the 90s. And so, we will be addressing, HIV/AIDS activism and access to medical care. We also will obviously talk about Vogue and Madonna and how that, shine a spotlight on the ballroom community and what were some of the exciting parts that came out of that, but also some of the challenges as well.